All right, Neama and Renee, I want you to listen to this part of the recording that I'm going to play, and then the judge's response to it, and then I want to get your reaction as a former prosecutor and as a defense attorney as to what things are going to be like. Take a listen.
As a prosecutor, like, you take to trial and you win, and you're like, even at the end, you're like, well, nothing good is, it's all bad.
Yeah.
It's all bad. The one thing, I said this to someone the other day who knows your sister, is our goal is sometimes you get murder and all you have is that murder, and you just have to run out and charge it and then kind of put it together. We were able to put them in jail with a high bail and these lower charges and put together a case. And our goal is to have such a strong case that when she has competent counsel, I don't know if you know this, her attorney's never handled a felony before. He has never done any meaningful criminal work at all, and he doesn't know what he's doing. He's a nice guy. Yeah, other than he's lying about me, but he doesn't know what he's doing. And once we file further charges, she will be appointed counsel who will know what they're doing. And our goal is to put together such a case that they're smart enough to say, it's going to be better to talk.
There were some concerning things in the recording in regards to the derogatory comments made by Mr. Wood about Mr. Means. I'm not going to issue an order to apologize or anything to that effect, but it's certainly my practice to always encourage a civility amongst counsel in my cases, and I'll just leave it up to Mr. Wood to determine whether or not he thinks that is an appropriate thing to do in order for continued civility and professionalism going forward in this case.
Woo! All right. Who wants to go first? Does the prosecutor, Neama Rahmani, want to go first?
I'd love to go first, Vinny.
Yeah.
I'd love to go first. I got to disagree with Candace here. Wood made some mistakes. You don't disparage opposing counsel. That's unprofessional. You don't say statements that you want the criminal defendant to talk. They have a Fifth Amendment privilege against that. So Wood made mistakes here, but he did not cross the line in a way that requires disqualification, right? Disqualification is an extraordinary remedy. We know what the defense is doing, right? They have a weak case factually. The bodies are buried in their backyard in the cemetery, so they want to go on the offense. Happens all the time, right? But the remedy at best is suppression of Shiflett, the sister statement, or exclusion as a witness if her testimony was tainted. You don't get a prosecutor disqualified for making statements like this, and they happen all the time. Most prosecutors are a little bit more artful when they're threatening a witness or talking about exposure.
Are you going to apologize?
Me? Apologize or Wood? Should Wood apologize? He should. He should apologize for what he said about opposing counsel, but he should still prosecute this case and prosecute it very aggressively because they should be charged with murder and they should spend the rest of their lives in prison.
Renee, we only have like 15 seconds. You go first next. Don't worry. But
that's fine.
What's it going to be like when we get off of Zoom and they're in the courtroom together?
It is going to be heated in that courtroom because, apology or not, the gloves are off, like you said. He basically called this man incompetent and said he has no idea what he's doing, doesn't know how to try a felony case, and that is going to set the tone in the courtroom. I think that it's going to be a fight, and it's going to be seen by these jurors. It's going to be on. All
right. And I want to go on record saying Mark Means, I think he's going to be ready to go during this trial. He's going to be ready. Oh, yeah. This is stuff you put up on a locker room wall to get pumped up before the trial. All right, folks, when we come back, we're going to take you on the docket, a case out of Ohio that's sort of out of Kentucky. It's more than 10 years old. A woman was found dead, but there's no murder charges. What's going on? We'll try to get to the bottom of it.